Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of Extreme Darkness. Now, before I begin, I want to remind everybody, if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And also, too, if you want to see some more Extreme Darkness content, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. And also, very importantly, do not forget, hit that notification bell, for that will let you know when I upload a brand new video. With that said, it is time for some Extreme Darkness. And in this episode, I have another creepy story for you guys. And this one is about a house based out in Pennsylvania. Now, this isn't your typical house. This house is all the way out in the boonies, like literally out in the woods, out in the back roads. It's not in the suburbs. It stands all by itself. And it's in the section of Pennsylvania where very few people braved the venture to see if this house even exists. Now, for the ones who did find the house, they were never seen or heard from again. This is the story of the cult house. Cult house is said to be an evil manor that has stood on the lands of southern Pennsylvania for generations and is decorated with windows shaped like upside-down crosses. The roof is lined with steel crows that face in one direction, and white bench stands outside the front door with a demonic face carved into the stone. The name comes from the obvious belief that the estate is owned by a cult. Many sacrifices have reportedly taken place there, including one every Halloween night. The road that cult house can be found standing off of is heavily wooded. One of the trees near the property was uprooted near the road and has a visible root system that eerily resembles a human skull. Decades ago, bones were found tangled within the roots of the fallen tree. These bones are believed to be that of a human being that was sacrificed by the family. The rest of the trees on the street have grown so they bend away from the house. Legend says that the devil visited the cult within the house. The cultists angered him, and Satan released a deafening scream so loud it forced the trees in the opposite direction. As the myth of the cult house spread, many came seeking thrill from the evil structure. So many people hunted the house that the street sign near the area was removed to make locating the place more difficult. Afterward, a building was placed on the land to house red trucks. Reports say at least 15 red pickups can be seen parked in the gravel driveway to the building. Now, if a car passes the house suspiciously, a truck will follow it for several miles, making sure the people are not attempting to mess with the house and property. Many say the devil himself funds a private guard to protect the area. This is believed because the trucks seem to appear and vanish from nowhere. But even weirder is that the driver of the vehicle has never been seen. One personal goes as follows. A woman and her friend set out to see the fabled cult house one night. As the two drove down the road, they came to a pile of small animal carcasses in the road. Each was slit from chin to tail and gutted. The two women continued on until they found the gate leading to the manor. There, from the wrought iron spikes, hung a deer carcass, swinging gently back and forth in the howling wind. Its neck burned by rope and the creature's tongue hang loosely from the mouth beneath its eyes, which seemed to be forever frozen with fear. Still, the two women pushed onward, up the trail leading to the house. Turning off the headlights, the woman saw how dark the wooded area was. The only light was a dull orange glow, with the consistency of a shadow, emanating from the upside-down crucifix windows. The woman shook with excitement as fear began to grasp them. They tried to convince one another to step out of the vehicle first. When they finally gathered the nerve, each woman placed their hands on the door handles of the car and began to count to 3. But by the short count of 2, the silhouette figure stood at a front window. The woman watched as the figure raised its hand and pointed to them. Multiple shadows began to appear at the windows. The woman driving put the car in reverse and stomped the pedal. She sped the car into the street and took off down the road. The two thought they were safe after a mile, but about that time, 2 headlights appeared behind the car from nowhere. The car in chase came directly behind them and soon crossed into the oncoming lane beside them, but the woman could not make out a driver. Suddenly, the following vehicle pulled to the roadside and shut off its headlights. The woman was able to escape safely, but others have never left the cult house. Wow, what a story. That was one hell of a story, one creepy story. Holy crap, that gave me chills. But anyways, was any of this true? Is this an actual true story? Now, I did some research. I did a little digging on this house, and what I pretty much came up with was the fact that there really is a house out in Pennsylvania. It is a stone mansion, and right next to the stone mansion is a smaller house, which does have cross-shaped windows. Now they're not upside-down crucifixes as the story describes. They are, however, cross-shaped windows, which might signify that there might have been some weird seances in that house. Who knows? Maybe it was some weird worshiping going on, or it might have been just a simple church. Still strange. But anyways, now, as far as the story goes, now the actual story is about the DuPont family. All right, they're pretty much a line of millionaires, which dates all the way back to the 1800s. Now, they did some very strange things, all right, and which also included incest. They bred with their own relatives, which is very strange, very creepy, all in its own. They were pretty much a very strange family. Now, they do say, too, that another part of the story was about the red pickup trucks, where if they caught any trespassers, that they would try to force you off the road until you left the property, or heaven forbid, they cause you to have an accident. Now, that part of the story is true. They would actually have guards out there who would try to scare off these trespassers off of their property. Now, I don't think they would actually force you off the road like the stories claim that they do, but it still kind of connects with the actual story. Now, is the story itself true? I'm going to call a hoax on this one. I think it's a very, very scary ghost story, and definitely one that gave me chills, but it's nothing more than a ghost story. Now, is the DuPont family true? Yes, this really did happen. This is actual historical facts. This really did happen, and there is still a family living there who do have guards who actually guard the residents with pickup trucks. Now, I have a couple of photos here. I really wanted to find some photos of the house, but unfortunately I couldn't. I guess it's just because of the whole privacy thing. But I did find a couple of photos. Now, there are only 2 photos, but they are creepy. I tell you what, they are creepy. Here are the 2 photos. Wow, those are some cool photos. Even though it was just two of them, I tried to get more, but unfortunately I really couldn't find any. Now that second photo though was kind of, now that might actually show some elaboration with the story, especially the part when they summoned the devil himself and they pissed him off so bad that he screamed so loud that it caused all the trees to bend. That second photo was really creepy, but I don't know. I still say that it's a very, very nasty ghost story. But who knows? Who knows? There's definitely something weird going on there. But anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think. Is this a true story, or is it a very elaborate ghost story, or a hoax, or whatever? Tell me about it in the comment section below. But anyways, guys, I'm out of time. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys next time in the extreme darkness. Peace.